Hi, welcome. So I had a little time in my schedule today. I'm still in my PJs. Shh. And it's been 2 months and I made a cup of coffee. I've not had coffee, no caffeine in 2 months. And it's been an amazing reset. Like my energy levels throughout the day have been like, oh, la, 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 la. None of this. Just, and that's what I was looking for, and I got it. So today, though, I've had a few days of like minor headache, just like, and we've had crazy weather, like barometric change, whatever that word is, the change in pressures. Where I don't think it's bariatric. I think it's barometric. I don't know. We had tornadoes one day, snow the next, rain, wind. Like we've literally had all of the things all within a couple days. And I think that's probably what it is. And then there was this growing like whisper of like, have a cup of coffee. It'll be okay. You can have just one. And I was like, ooh, that's like that whisper of addiction speaking I've heard about. Like I've been very fortunate, like caffeine and chapsticks are my main addictions. And so when I heard the whisper, I was like, oh no, you don't. And then I was like I don't want to ruin my streak, which is a perfectionism tendency I've been trying to eradicate for a long time now. And getting there little by little, baby steps. And that was like, well, wait a minute, don't just not do it because you want a streak. Like it's so like whatever that word is. Man, I'm not getting my words. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just wait a while. So with day 3 of this headache, I'm like, let me just have a cup. And so I got some Folgers, black silk, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. I love you. And it's almost gone. Oh my gosh. It's literally gone. Here's the last sip. So, oops, little droplets. So I'm not going to have 2 cups today, maybe. But it felt really good and my headache's gone and I just feel like a clearing happened through here. So I feel like I stopped caffeine because I felt like I had less well-being over time. Like now I feel like I'm back to a better sense of well-being today after having the cup of coffee. So I'm like, maybe that's my guide, lighthouse, whatever. My words. Caffeine made me lose my words. Now it was happening before, but so I'm just going to feel into that. I don't know why I'm sharing that. That's not what this is about. But I do feel like maybe it is about this. I also got a couple words I tapped in beforehand, like I've been doing. I've always done, but I've been asking for a word or a couple words that might relate to the reading as like furthering my intuitive practice and just trusting like that immediate impulse of what comes is what's meant to come, not second guessing myself. This one, however, I'm not going to say it until later. And I know that's not fair. And I don't mean to entice you to keep watching. That's not what this is about. But part of me is like, that's a little trippy and a little new age spiritualism. And I'm like kind of averse to that in some regards, even though, oh my God, I have an eyelash. So part of me is like, I'll trust it. But I don't want to say it. Can you do that? Can you trust without fully trusting? Oh man, this eyelash. Spirit's like, boing, poke the eyelash in. Just say it. Okay, so it starts with the letter G and the second word starts with the letter F. I will say that so that you know when I say the words that I didn't change it and I didn't just make it fit the reading. Okay. Okay, here we go. So let's do a little reading, like what message really wants to come through today. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. I'm feeling like 4 because I didn't plan what this reading would look like, this spread. but I'm feeling like I want a fourth one and the star. And then the overall energy is the Five of Wands. It's so funny. This popped out earlier. That reminded me. I was practicing some shuffling techniques, and I'm like, the flippers don't happen for me. I must not be doing it right. Like the ones that just pop out, you'll see some readers do that. And those are the ones that are meant to come out. Well, for me, it's more of this intuitive feeling about when to stop. And sometimes I'll get the feeling like, no, a few more. Nope, not this one. Okay, so it's more of a feel. That's my guidance. And what's funny is when I was practicing like different shuffling, I'm like, maybe some flippers will happen. This one popped out. So that's so funny that I was like, okay, we'll see. And then, oh man, I just love that. So the Five of Wands. So there's an overall energy here of ego and competing ideas. So we'll see what that's all about. We're going to obviously clarify these things. And I think the coffee opened up a lot of things. My nose is wet. I'm not sick. It's just a little wet nose like a dog. Okay, then we have the Ten of Pentacles into the page, into the Seven of Cups, ending with the star. I just want to feel into this overall before we take it one by one. Oh, I also remember wanting to get one of these. This was calling to me as an overall energy. And then if we do an extended, or if we have time at the end, I'll read it from the book, but I'm just going to take a, like, face value what comes out of this message. There it is. Wolf, Mastery. That's actually the cover of this. I have this out because I was going to take it somewhere for a personal reading today. So it's funny. We got the cover card. Mastery. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so that is funny with the Five of Wands. It's like, I'm the best. And there's this overall feeling that you're in the midst of making a decision that's going to lead, that you want to lead to some amount of fulfillment, abundance. I kind of, because it's high level right now, I'm using those words interchangeably. Abundance doesn't have to be financial necessarily, although these are related. Like this is what the picture you have in your mind is one of complete happiness, fulfillment, connection. And there's something, sorry, I have my sounds on because that made me jump as I was in the middle of a deep thought. I have my sounds on, and you might hear the doorbell ring because I'm waiting. My husband, what's happening? I'm waiting on a FedEx delivery for him that needs a signature, and usually I'm not home right now. So I'm like, oh, good, they're coming like in this window. So you might hear the doorbell and then like freeze, and then I'll come back after I pause it. So anyway, I have a lot of sounds on right now. Please forgive them. And so there's this message of a fresh, like a solid start in that direction. But you're going to have to make some decisions, or a big decision out of a lot of possibilities, or about a lot of possible routes. And ultimately what it's leading towards is some real healing and a very positive outcome. There's also, this healing isn't just for you, it's also in service of others, which feels like I just got chills. It feels like a full circle here that's going to feed back into all those people you do want to be in connection with. So there's a decision that's calling, it's almost like reading backwards in a way. And this is like, this overall energy of like, this is the one, this is my best idea, this is my decision. And it's not caring about what other people think. So maybe there's something here to do with, you do care about what people think, and you're kind of letting them limit your ability to make the right decision. The right one meaning the one that feels most in alignment with you. So there's something here about the influence of other people. There's something about mastery here. I wonder when we get to read the overall message what that's going to be about. So let's go ahead and clarify. I'm going to use let's use our new deck and see. This is called Old School, and I want to use them more and more to just make sure I can feel into their energy. Every deck has a different energy, and we'll just see what wants to come out. I wonder if I can do flippers right here on camera. Let's see. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. See, I just have too much of a grip, I guess. So let's grab Five of Wands, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is funny given that we've gotten the Page of Pentacles. Sometimes I feel those energies aren't too far off from each other. The Ace, though, is the divine inspiration for this new start, this step, this decision you need to make. It's that felt weird the way I just said because I don't say a lot. I don't like it. I don't like that word. I think it's me pausing to really feel into how this relates, because I think it feels like you're waiting for that divine inspiration. It's like you might feel like out of ego, I have this idea, but something's letting you say, I kind of want to know from my higher self, does this feel like the one? Does it feel like the right one? And then we have the Chariot. This is some divine inspiration. And it's also very like, once you choose, you are off and running on whatever this journey is. And it's you having more sense of control over your life. Like in the right way. Like you are divinely guided through life and trusting versus like, I have this idea. And then let's just get one more. Why not? And we have the Hierophant, which is, we've got some major arcana here. So there's this idea of the wisdom you're gaining through this, and where you're healing on behalf of others as well. You're turning like from the student to the teacher. There's this transition happening after you truly, it's almost like by taking the reins of this, you're letting go of the reins. Like there's a trust aspect emerging here. I got chills. And therefore, when you do that, there's this, again, this dual nature of this reading is like grabbing the reins, is letting go. To let go is to have control, meaning to perceive control over your life is like full on trust and surrender. I love that. When you surrender, there's no need for control, and I trust everything's happening in my best interest. And it's such a great place to get to. And I feel like, so in my personal experience, just to share a little story, like it's a spiral for me. I'm constantly coming back to that, and then I fall a little bit out of alignment with that, and I don't trust it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, we're back. And so it's not maybe a one and done, but there's that reciprocal nature here of I'm the student and I'm the teacher. I'm the student and I'm the teacher of my own journey through this. Take that for what it's worth. We'll keep clarifying. So let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups. It's great that we got confirmation of the 10. So there's definitely this wish that's becoming fulfilled with, that's where I'm going, not only in my grounded reality, like both of these are for family. Definitely complete healing, fulfillment, satisfaction, contentment with, as my cat, everything in your life. It meaning like not just your thoughts or beliefs or what have you, but grounded in your reality and full of love. So let's see what else wants to come through. And we have the Page of Swords, another page. Sorry, I have to keep looking at my sounds just in case there's something here. Okay, nope. And so the Page of Swords is this enthusiasm for the path that you're embarking on. You want to learn it's like an enthusiasm for learning, but it's learning, it's gaining clarity. So we're moving toward, like, you're making a decision. So there's something here, you're really desiring that clarity. And we have the Queen of Cups. So I love how I have to show you this. How cute that is. So the Queen of Cups this is such a sweet, I don't know, there's a sweetness to this reading. Not sweet in the sense of like, oh, fuck you. It's very balanced and grounded and of the heart. So let me bring that in like more specificity. You haven't just been all one way, and now you're coming in to understand, like, oh, like, you are a heartfelt person. I'm definitely feeling that. Sorry, I got some cracks to do. Being a massage therapist in my 40s. I gotta keep the stretches and pops. So there's something here that's just, it's not saying you're changing your whole outlook. It's really just saying there's a desire to be like completely fulfilled in connection with others, and doing that from a very balanced place. And there's this reciprocity of, like, you want to heal something inside to help be better for the people around you, and to help others heal too. And so there's this, I'm a student, I'm a teacher. There's definitely a lot of balance here. And the Queen of Cups is all heart, all intuition, and then balanced by, we have the mind, like this, I want to learn lessons, and then I want to ground this into reality. So it's like we've got a lot, and then the overall energy with this passionate idea that this decision you're trying to make. This is a very well balanced energy that you're bringing here. So you're in a great spot. Let's just see what this is about. So the Page of Pentacles, what is this? We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I'll explain. The Four of Cups and the King of Swords. There's that King of Swords. Again, more clarity coming. So you're moving. So there's this, hold on. It's almost like you don't want to just you don't want to make this decision lightly. You're not just going to, there might be a lot of positive outcomes depending on which path you take, whatever this decision is for you, whether it's in relationship or job or a big move, or it could be any decision that's been weighing on your mind, even just what's coming through. It feels like almost like a path. It's almost like not even just a decision, like it's a one-time event, but it's a decision that has to do with, like, healing maybe something specific and how to approach it. Does that make sense? Does that feel right? Like, you're like, what's my way in to healing this thing? Because you know that whatever way you approach this, you're going to learn a lot. And it seems like you want to, there's so much nuance here coming in. It's like you want that path to be fruitful, like that reciprocity piece. Like, I know I'm going to learn a lot, and I want to be able to, like, when I say alchemize, like, take all that experience in that will then birth my way of then extending that learning out to other people in a very grounded way. Meaning, it's not just theory. It's like, I learned something. I fully embodied it. And now I can speak with clarity and confidence to help people really accept this path for them as well. Does that make sense? I don't know why all that's coming through, but it seems like a very specific path of your healing, a very specific thing. Ooh, okay, well, let's see. We can clarify that further. Whew, that made me sweat. That was like anchoring in the message to be like, how do I translate this feeling? I just gave birth, guys. Okay, so 7 of Cups. Hope you don't mind me calling you guys. I'm Gen X. We call everybody guys. Ooh, well, we'll take that one. Page of Pentacles. We got pages all over the dang place. I love this. And the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles again. So this is saying, I am picking the one that's, yeah, this is you definitely coming to that decision point. Ooh, we've got the 7 of Wands. And it's saying like, it feels like a little bit of a warning here, but not a warning. It's almost like you're picking the one and you're going to disregard everything else. And that's not always a bad thing, is it? Like it's almost like there's this, you wanting to be so sure, so clarified, have so much clarity about this path that it's an exclusion of all else. And there's a little bit of a warning there, but it's okay to pick little pieces from different things that you resonate with and blend them. I'm getting chills because this idea of blending, it's like for weeks now, I've been having conversations with people from different professions. Like there's this global collective energy happening right now. Now I just feel more and more confident about it every day. Because this message is coming to me in like 1,000 different ways, and I'm having 1,000 different conversations. Hyperbole, but that's seriously. We are at a point in our evolution as a culture, as a species, as just like it's 2025. We know from experience that this way isn't the end all be all. This way isn't the end. It's not the ultimate like thing, whether it's a path toward healing, whether it's a teaching, whether it's these different just paths, when like they're experts in a field. This is what I'm talking about. They're like, well, it worked for me, and that's why I wrote a book, and I'm teaching it exactly how it worked for me, and this is your answer. I've got the answer to your problem because I figured it out how it worked for me, and I'm sharing it, which honestly I appreciate because they shortcut us into like, oh my God, okay, now I don't have to feel my way through the dark. There is a path. But when people come at it like, this is the way, I figured it out. It's like, well, you figured out the way that works for you, and that's amazing. Thank you for sharing it. So that's coming through because it's like it doesn't have to look like one way. And you don't have to disregard everything else for the one thing that worked for someone else out there. Truly feel into what's resonating with you. And there's this collective energy of blending. Like, I love air quotes. Blending, like take what resonates and alchemize it, blend it through your lived experience and share that. It doesn't have to just be a repeat of what somebody else, because ultimately there's going to be some aspect. This is a conversation I've been having also with a lot of people, a lot of practitioners from different fields, psychotherapy, body work, just like every branch within of those. Hyperbole, not every branch, but you get the picture. Like all of these people who've been in the field for dozens of years, literally, or who are even brand new coming in with this intuitive knowing that, no, it doesn't have to be so rigid. That people are coming at it from after decades of experience saying, I got so far with this one way, and yet there's something missing. And a lot of people, even my clients who come in through the door, like, I've been to all these practitioners and I get a little bit of help from everyone, from the chiropractor, from the acupuncturist, from the physical therapist, from the psychotherapist. And they're all like, there's still something missing. And then we explore that. And so it's okay to blend. Okay. That's what if there is a warning with the Seven of Wands, like, it's you basically saying, hey guys, I've made my choice and I'm confident in it. That's the good part. The shadow part of this, or the part that's a little bit of a warning, is like, don't throw it all away for the one path you chose. There might be little nuggets of wisdom in there. Just see what feels good and be like, I'm going to add that to my recipe. These are little ingredients. Think of it like ingredients to a recipe you're creating that's going to be like, oh, I've never tasted that before. Okay. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay. So along with that, there's this, that's exactly what we just talked about. This is you. First of all, look at he looks a little upset. But really what this, like, you see those other people in the background, a lot of times we think of those people as the same person. This is you looking back at your lived experience at different phases of your life, picking up the swords, the lessons learned, the hurts that have happened, you're learning from them, and you're picking up the swords that you want to take forward. And so that's exactly what we've been talking about as it pertains to this decision. It's like, well, with my particular thing I'm healing, I'm saying, well, this worked for that. This worked for that. I'm going to take these forward, and I'm not going to do those harmful things anymore. I'm healing them, and what I'm learning is I'm taking the learnings with me. So this feeling of the Five of Swords is exactly what we were just talking about. So you're in a good spot, meaning you're right on track. As long as you just feel like it doesn't have to be so rigid, all one way or another, you can blend. And I think that's what this Five of Wands has been telling us all along. When this card always gives me the feeling of like, this is the one. I swear. I know it's the right one. And these other people aren't even looking at you. They're like, well, my one's the right one. Well, y'all got a little piece of the puzzle. Let's blend them all together. Let's clarify the star. We have the Four of Wands. This is you in celebration with these people that this is all in service for. And this is happy celebration, stability. Oh, I love it. And then we have the King of Wands. He's the one who, first of all, look at that beard. This little lizard. He's like the king of passionate, like knowing when to act. He's not reactive despite all that fire energy. He knows where to direct it. So there's something where you've come into, which is wonderful because we start with the wands and then we go through all of these other energies and then we end with you by the way, we got the Seven of Wands here. So there's a growing wand energy, 5, 7, King, of like you feeling so confident and passionate about the path you chose or what you blended together. And then this Three of Swords, there's this the healing pertains to something in your, like a wounded heart kind of feeling. Is there a grief, a loss, a sadness? Is there, it kind of reminds me of the Three Swords that you have picked up here, the lessons learned. And it's like, that's exactly what you see how we're blending these together. I love, that feels so right. See how there's such symmetry with the way they're stabbing through the heart? There's some like I don't know why He-Man and the Masters of the Universe just came to mind. Like when you stick your sword in something, I don't know why that's coming in, but like they all go in and then this heart like activates. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but there's something about the way you've picked up these learnings and blended them and like you're pointing them all together in the same direction to heal this wound. man. So what I think we have to do because of timing is go into an extended reading, and we're going to read, we'll start by reading the specifics of this mastery. And now I'm really getting the sense that you're mastering something by blending. Like you are becoming the teacher, this hierophant, through this healing process. So maybe we'll get into a little bit about what you're healing, because I am curious about that, and where we're going with this. What decision, it feels like we want to understand a little bit more about the decision you're making and where it's ultimately leading. So we've got a little bit of past, present, future we're going to dig into. So thank you for being here. I appreciate your support, and I keep forgetting to ask you to subscribe, like, comment, and it really helps, like, if you share what you got out of this or what you didn't get out of it. That's great too, because I want to keep like honing these messages coming in. Just, we're all different, right? So this is my way to blend my lived experience into channeling the collective energies that are coming through, because I don't do it based on like horoscope or much else other than just tapping in and saying what messages want to come through for the people they're intended for at the moment. So they're timeless and they're collective and specific all at the same time. It's for you to pick and choose. That's exactly what I've been feeling this whole time. So I'm just going to keep going with that it's for you whenever you get here to watch this, there's some nugget for you to take with, and then just put a pin in the rest. Whatever doesn't resonate at the moment, just set it aside. Maybe that's meant for someone else. Maybe it's meant for you in the future. And then take what you want, and that would just make me so happy if you got something from this. And yeah, so thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.